Soundings Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of We Fought for Ardnish, written by Angus Macdonald, read by Sinclair. The moral right of the author has been asserted. This performance is owned by Soundings, Whitley Bay, NE26 2JT. Prologue. I knew my father had died in a terrible accident. The knowledge had always been buried deep within me, but I had never really discussed it with my mother. She would break down in tears when he was mentioned, and even as a boy I had no wish to distress her. But one winter's night, as the icy Atlantic blast rattled the window panes of our croft, the story finally emerged. I must have been 8 or 9 at the time. We were lying together on the box bed, gazing into the peat fire. I could feel the warmth of her body beside me, and somehow I knew that she was ready. She was the first to speak. "Well, Donald Angus, I think it's time I told you about when I first arrived at Ardnish. I was so upset after what had happened to your father. I couldn't take anything in on the train journey. There was so much beauty all around that I knew he had loved so dearly. He would have pointed out every hill and hamlet and told me a story of each of them. He had the brightest twinkling eyes and a constant smile, and I could imagine him there on the train with me chattering away. When your Uncle Owen and I finally reached Lochailert, we were told to go down to the inn and that the landlady would see us straight. I was 6 months pregnant with you and not very nimble, to say the least. We had these heavy suitcases and your father's bagpipes. The landlady said the walk would be too much, so Mrs. Cameron Head lent us a couple of men and a boat. The landlady was keen to find out all about us, and finally she asked me the question I'd been dreading. Where was your father? I burst into tears and everything just poured out. I remember she put her arm around me and told me they'd been wondering whether something was wrong. Your grandparents, Mary, and your Uncle Angus had all been there to meet the train a few days before, when we were meant to arrive. It was a long row up the loch and a biting cold wind, and I was so nervous about meeting the family. Anyway, I managed to hold myself together as the boatman helped me over the side when we arrived. It was Archie and Callum from Inverleith, you know them. Owen and the dog were over the bow into the sea, and he passed our bags to grandfather. Your grandmother knew.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?